Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a technological breakthrough that is quite literally redefining what it means to be human. We're going to explore the rapidly evolving and frankly mind-blowing world of brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. So let's start by confronting the ultimate question about our future as a species. What actually happens when the line between human and machine completely disappears? Because, as the latest research shows, we're not talking about a distant science fiction scenario anymore. This is our reality right now. In fact, as of late 2025 and into 2026, that threshold has permanently been crossed. Right this second, everyday humans across the US, Canada, and the UK are actively walking around with neural devices implanted in their brains. They're just seamlessly interacting with digital interfaces in their daily lives. And just to put that into perspective, we aren't talking about a couple of isolated, top-secret lab experiments. There are roughly 90 active clinical trials running globally right now. 90! The sheer momentum behind integrating our neurology with technology is absolutely massive.
Section 1, Medical Restoration and Healing.
This brings us to the most immediate, real-world impact of BCIs today. Get this, a patient in the UK with a neural implant successfully controlled a computer within mere hours of surgery. Hours. The speed of adaptation is just staggering. It proves that the miniaturization and signal quality of these chips aren't just theoretical. They are providing immediate, life-changing utility for people who desperately need it. And because the potential is so huge, it's like a massive technological space race right now. Competing companies are innovating at breakneck speed. You've got Neuralink, focusing on invasive neural implants. Then there's Precision Neuroscience, which actually just got FDA clearance for an ultra-thin brain film that basically just rests on the surface of your brain. Meanwhile, researchers at Columbia University have unveiled a completely wireless, single-chip BCI designed for high-bandwidth communication. The methods are diversifying so incredibly fast. But what's really important here are the practical BCI uses. Right now, the primary focus is solving real, previously unmet medical needs to give patients their autonomy back. We're seeing core uses like enabling communication for locked-in patients, restoring motor function for people with severe spinal cord injuries, managing epileptic seizures, and even the incredible potential to recover lost speech and vision. Honestly, it's nothing short of miraculous. Section 2, Beyond Healthcare, Next Frontiers. But, once the hardware is successfully installed to fix a medical problem, human nature kind of takes over. It's only a matter of time before it's used for something else. We are rapidly shifting from pure medical restoration into human enhancement. We're talking about defense applications, hyper-immersive gaming, and commercial cognitive boosts that could literally upgrade our baseline reality. And if you're wondering if this is just a fun thought experiment, it's definitely not. The market for these technologies is projected to skyrocket from around $2.4 billion to over $6 billion by 2032. With that kind of capital flowing in, commercial and consumer brain enhancements are an absolute guarantee on the horizon.
Section 3, Connecting Brains to Quantum.
Okay, let's take a slight left turn into a truly mind-bending concept from recent research. What happens when we introduce quantum computing to the human brain? To grasp this, think about quantum AI. Advanced artificial intelligence systems are already beginning to harness quantum computational operations. It's creating entirely new paradigms of capability, basically giving AI the power to solve impossibly complex problems in just minutes. Which naturally leads scientists to ask, what happens when we establish a coherent link between these quantum computers and human neural tissue? It sounds crazy, right? But researchers are currently proposing physical experiments using brain organoids, fruit flies, and xenon isotopes, which, strangely enough, show different anesthetic potencies, just to see if this biological quantum connection is practically possible. This right here is the ultimate frontier. Scientists are actively investigating whether a quantum link could allow for a controlled expansion of human conscious experience. They want to use quantum AI to test if consciousness itself is a quantum process. If it is, linking our brains to these systems could potentially allow us to transcend our biological limits completely. Section 4, Ethics, Privacy, and Brain Jacking. But look, with godlike capabilities come monumental risks. We need to talk about a terrifying new term, brain jacking. When your actions are mediated through algorithms reading your neural signals, privacy takes on a whole new meaning.
Brainjacking is literally the manipulation and surveillance of your neural data to infer your hidden intentions, your emotions, and your cognitive states. It is a completely unprecedented threat to our innermost privacy.
And beyond privacy, we are staring down a massive equity crisis. If these interfaces become commercial cognitive enhancements, imagine the prospect of permanent societal cognitive divisions. We could literally fracture humanity into distinct biological classes based purely on who has the financial access to upgrade their brain and who is left behind. We have to fundamentally change how we view these tools. As one prominent bioethicist perfectly framed it, we must treat these devices not just as high-tech gadgets, but as infrastructures of moral inclusion, meaning they generate deep ethical obligations. We have a duty to maintain and protect equal communicative capacity for all humans, ensuring this tech doesn't just exclusively serve the elite. So I want to leave you with this final, profound thought to ponder long after this explainer ends. As engineering radically outpaces our governments, our ethics frameworks, and public deliberation, how do we regulate the human soul? The line between human and machine has already been crossed. What we do next will determine exactly what kind of species we become.